makeup show. Hello.
Second line.
Woo. So this is a special entrance that they have since the reopening.
Come to Gryffindor. We call them Gryffindors. How you doing, baby? Are you really sorted into Ravenclaw, or is she making you wear that?
No, I'm Ravenclaw.
You're Ravenclaw, all right. How you doing, sister? Where are you from, baby?
Here.
Here, local as well. Local
Yes.
Harrison.
Thanks.
You got it, baby. What's up, baby? Are you taking a photo of me?
I was, yes.
You were? Hold on, let me get you a better angle. What are you doing later? Yeah? You been over to Finnegan's?
I have.
Yeah?
Yeah, see you next week.
You want to buy me a shot of beer?
Yeah.
That's my love language, baby. You're a lucky sir. Hey, how's it going, kids? I like your face covering. Yeah, you're advertising for it. Universal Studios. Appreciate that. Where are you guys from?
No, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. You know what I call that where I'm from? You got to drop the P and add an SH. Get one of the kids to say that out loud. Where are you guys from? Atlanta. Is she tired or is she intimidated by my celebrity? A little scared? I know, I'm from Scary Famous. Yeah. Has she never seen my movie? No? What about my Broadway musical? What about my cartoon? What about my my original Nintendo Entertainment System video game? Baby, what's your favorite scary movie? We're in the horror makeup show. It's appropriate for you to tell me.
That's a hard one. I would say the new It movies.
The what?
The new It movies, the Pennywise.
Ooh, the new
These
It
are good.
movies. First one, real good. Second one, real suck.
I prefer Tim Curry in the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Tim Curry is good too. Hey, how we doing, kids? Where are you folks from? Denver, Colorado. Every time I meet somebody from Denver, they try to smoke what's on my face. I don't get it. How about you folks? About Party Town? All right, party in the city when the heat is on. Welcome to Miami. You know that one, kid? Bienvenido a Miami. Okay, so you don't know Miami. What about, do you know who Will Smith is? Okay, so before he was an actor, he had a great music career. And he came out with this album in the year 2000. It's called The Millennium. And it had a song on it called Miami.
It's a really good song.
Thank you. You should look it up, dude. Yeah.
Apple Music that right now.
You know what else is awesome too? My hit Broadway soundtrack that you haven't heard. Can you have your adult go and buy it, please? Because I get this thing called royalties. Do you know what those are, royalties? No, okay. All right. What are you two doing down here?
Singing Broadway songs?
Okay, which one are you singing? What song? That's the most morbid song in the show. You're dancing to a song that a girl is singing about her dead mother. The whole beat, that's even better. Can you sing a little bit of Say My Name for that kid? Or the sound? Do that sound. Can't you hear that sound? Can't you hear the sound of a clean? That's what I'm talking about. Give another round of applause. Yes. Now, folks, at this time, what we'd like to do, we'd like to remind you that while you're here in the park, we want to practice safe social distancing, keep those masks up, and also wash your hands, don't touch your face, all that good stuff. And when the show is over, we need you to stay in your seats because we're going to XG out one row at a time. That'll be directed by my friends over here. There's one more thing I gotta remember to do here. I always forget. Corporate wants me to say some garbage. All right. Oh, perfect. All right. Let me put my corporate voice on. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to remind you that there's no eating, drinking, or smoking inside the theater. We'd also like to remind everyone that this is the horror makeup show, and there's going to be effects and loud noises that are going to scare your young children and your old people. I'm sorry, it happens. Also, if you got a cell phone, I know everybody's got one. Let's just go ahead and pull that out, put that on silent right now. Sound good? Ladies and gentlemen,
Universal Studios Florida is pleased to present the Horror Makeup Show. And now, how about a nice round of applause for the host of today's show, Alex Ross.
Welcome to Horror Makeup Show. You folks ready to see some blood and guts? Yeah! Sick people. All right, we got a real makeup artist and creature creator from Hollywood. He's going to come up on stage and talk to us all about the horror movie stuff. We're lucky to have him here, so please help me welcome to the stage my good friend Mark Jakes. Come on, Mark Jakes!
My mother did this to me. I'm gonna die. Oh, it's dirty. There's germs. Oh, this is terrible. Oh my gosh, this is bad. I just saw Beetlejuice in a song.
All right, he's dead now. All right, let's hear from Mark James. Hey, welcome back.
Take it back, man. As always, I'm a special effects makeup artist, and it's my job to freak you out, gross you out, and really scare the living crap out of you.
Now, Universal Studios actually invented the modern-day horror film.
So what we're going to start out with, I'm going to show you guys some of the scariest scenes, what we call Universal's legacy of horror.
And this video's intense. If you think you might get too scary, go ahead and cover your eyes.
But let the kids watch.
Hey!
Now, everything you saw there, of course, is an illusion. And what we're going to do here today, I'm going to show you guys how we come up with some of those illusions, got some surprises. If you're good, then we'll show everybody what's behind the curtain.
What's that?
That's my kid show project. I told you I was going to bring it. But you can't see it now.
What'd you bring it up for then?
What do you ask? Well, I don't know.
So I gotta wait?
Yeah, we're wait for the end of the show.
All right.
Right now, we gotta do something. I need you to put on your PPE.
Ah, I'm down with
personal
PPE.
protection equipment. That shield first.
Is that it?
That's it. Now put on your jacket.
Oh, so that's not it.
With a little finesse. Oh, my crock. I finished it one. Now, the reason why we put this on here,
No, it's crooked.
we need it all on here. So find
All right.
one person
Yeah.
in this group whose family doesn't need them anymore.
Okay, all right. Who wants to be on stage? Raise your hand. There you go, there you go. All right, now I know who the weirdos are. Put the hands down. So what if I pick somebody that wants to do it? I gotta find somebody avoiding eye contact. Somebody that thought this was a ride or a Harry Potter thing. Somebody like this lovely lady right over here on the end, the star of the show! Woo! Thanks for volunteering. Come on up here.
She looks nice.
Yes.
She looks clean.
No, she's gotta get cleaner. Here you go. My name is Alex. What's your name? Hi, Melissa. Right over here is Mark.
Hi, Melissa. Where are you from? Melissa from Tennessee!
She is a volunteer.
So, who is this? Is your husband?
No, that's my friend.
Your friend? Are you married?
No.
Sweet! You got a boyfriend? Sweet! Come on with me. Come over here to this table. On the table, all the parts you need to build yourself a husband who will bring home the bacon. So go for it. Get all of each other. You help her hold the stuff. I'm gonna get a head on her.
I want some bacon. Hey! What's the matter with you? Come on! I'm sorry. Oh, look at that. She's made her friend. Okay, yeah.
That's his mother that's inside there. So.
All right already. She left.
Just sit here on the. With some of my juice. You're gonna be my. Like taking alcohol. You're gonna be my assistant. You roll up your left sleeve. And I'll show everybody what the actual body parts are. Usually it's like slower moving. Stupid.
Hey, somebody else.
Melissa. I'm not going to use this kind of dull. I'm going to use this smaller, sharper knife I got at security. Okay, put your arm over there. They have a lot of them in Ottawa. What am I going to do? I'm going to cut your arm off about here. You'll still have like a nub, so you'll still scroll through your Facebook. When I cut you, I want you to scream, so all of these people think I'm really cutting. So on the count of 3, I want you to, ah! Ready? 1, 2, 3. Noise!
Can't believe you're single.
All right, let's ready. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa! We got some kids here.
You want me to cut the kid?
Don't talk to them before you do this.
Talk to kid?
Yes.
My wife doesn't let me talk to my own kids. What do I say? Kids. Where are they? Don't drink beer for breakfast. Your mother started to do this because she has to homeschool you, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't know what a semicolon is.
Okay, stop it. Safety tip.
Safety tip. You're gonna say that saved us a lot of time. Make sure you kids realize all the blades you see if you are completely dull, or they're made out of plastic, so you never use real blades. When doing any of these effects in the movies, the people that set these tricks up are professionals with a lot of training, so don't be trying this stuff at home.
Yeah. Try it at church. Get a couple of
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Is that all that happened?
Yes!
Really?
No.
What do we do?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
You help me. You help me.
Sanitize it. Is that better?
Oh my stars. No wonder we can't find sanitizer anywhere. Ready? Ta-da. This knife was actually designed by makeup artist Tom Savini. Let me show you how the thing does. Work has a retractable blade, so the blade actually slides in. Now I got it. So when I started, it looked like a real knife from Hackaway and Melissa. No one paid attention. I went boom, boom. And in the arm it went. And there's your bulb. Filled with fake blood. Melissa is completely unhurt.
Melissa, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. How's your step over here? Awesome. That was, oh, what's happening?
Welcome to the Walmart pharmacy. I took your prescription and it works.
This kind of work actually has a long history with Universal Studios, right?
Very true, yeah. This all started back in the 1920s with like a pioneer Lon Chaney. You know, Lon Chaney was known as the man of 1,000 faces. This guy did all his own makeup, all the characters they played in the movies. Then he was in, for example, Phantom of the Opera or Hunchback of Notre Dame, just to name 2. This guy would do anything to create an effect. In fact, right here, he poured bleach into that eye to make it white. Just kidding. But in Hunchback, he actually wore a 40-pound hump on his back and a harness that contorted his body so he could not stand upright during filming. Now, he was very, very secretive about all those techniques. He never told anybody anything. Not even his son, Dick.
Dick Cheney?
Dick Cheney. That's who I'm voting for this year. Now, Phantom of the Opera sparked the horror movie craze in the 1930s, which brought his makeup genius, Jack Pierce, before Universal brought to the screen many memorable monsters such as the Wolfman, the original Mummy, Bride Frankenstein, Carol Baskin, Joe Exotic. This guy would do anything for his art. He could actually visit morgues and do experiments on dead people. That's me and my wife trying to find the toilet paper we hoarded. Now, the makeup for Frankenstein is a hefty combination of plaster, rubber, mortician wax, and toxic grease. That process took over 4 hours to complete. Then at twice that time to apply the layers and layers of cloth and makeup that Boris Karloff's entire body to create the original Mummy. Now, Universal was also into some stinkers, and we got a few of those for you.
Hello.
How about the big brain monster from this island Earth?
I told you 1,000 times, please stay 6 feet away from me.
Now, in 1968, John Chambers was the very first makeup artist to ever use foam latex to create all the characters in the original Planet of the Apes movie. This movie. What did you do?
Nothing.
You touched it. What are you doing?
I touched it.
What about that one? Again. What again? You get that? You're stupid. What about your hand? What did you look at?
It's hard to do with gloves on.
Those gloves are hard, they don't fly. Oh, hard. Did you look at the card?
No, you told me not to.
The alarm was off or something happened.
Something happened.
What happened?
No, I don't touch that.
No.
Put it down.
What happened?
Something hit it while you were talking. Yeah, somebody threw something at it.
Who did that?
That kid.
The girl?
The Slytherin. Yeah.
Oh, she lost Slytherin.
Yeah.
That makes all the difference.
Uh-huh. She threw
The
something
girl,
at it.
Slytherin girl.
Yeah.
I wouldn't date one like that. Did you throw something over there? No. Are you sure? All right, just check it. That girl said she didn't do it.
She's Slytherin. She lies.
What's your name? What? Penny? Oh, I got $1. What is it? It's Penny.
Oh, Penny.
Where are you from, Penny? Georgia, you having fun? That's over. It's cool. I was a kid. I threw stuff all the time. Penny from Georgia. Or from down at the end of the show. Penny. This isn't the Magic Kingdom, so I don't have to be nice.
Okay, pardon me.
That's how we work.
Go back to what we were talking about.
What was I talking about last?
You were talking about the first time they wore latex.
It's not latex, it's latex. They're different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They make different kinds of
Movies.
I was talking about latex, and this way where creatures of life use a lot of practical makeup. We use a lot of latex. The most recent version of the Mummy, if you could roll, that'd be great. Beginning in pre-production, the makeup crew created a series of conceptual drawings. Sometimes painting directly over existing photographs of Sophia Boutella, who played the Mummy in the movie. Now, from those drawings, sculpts were created, which were used as reference to create latex appliances, which were then glued directly to Sophia's face. Then tiny Rubik symbols were applied one at a time with tweezers. The process you're watching right now took up to 4 hours, and that's just from the neck up. Then large silicone appliances with ink-infused glue were created to create the thousands of tiny Rubik symbols necessary to cover her entire body. Where she blew a fart and killed everybody. Now it took up to 6 makeup artists to get the makeup done just right, and that's before getting into costume. Getting into costume was another whole hour ordeal. Sophia and her stunt double both went through this process dozens of times during filming, but all the hard work definitely paid off in the movie. Whee! Catch me! Now, makeup artists of today look up to the makeup artists of yesterday. I mentioned several so far. Lon Chaney, Jack Pierce, Tom Savini, Rick Baker.
Yes, Rick Baker's a legend. He won more Academy Awards than any other makeup artist.
Yeah, nominated for 11, won 7. The last he won for was Wolfman, Grinch, Men in Black.
Harry and the Hendersons.
We have a clip of his first win as roulette. Anybody know what movie this is? Yep. There's E.T. This is American Werewolf in London. This movie came out in 1981, and Rick Baker won his very first Academy Award for the work done in this movie. There was no specific category for special effects up to that time.
That still looks amazing. It's almost 40 years old, so it's great. How'd they do that back then?
Great question. Early 80s stuff. They didn't have the computer technology that we use now to make that happen. So what they did, they fed that poor kid this huge block of cheese and then an entire bowl of prunes. I thought at least somebody would laugh at that. Actually, Rick Baker created these mechanical heads. There were 7 of these altogether. Very fortunate, the 2 that I have. What's going on inside the head? There are 4 different pistons, all controlled by pneumatics.
Air pressure, right?
Right, and that's what's causing these parts of the face to move forward, creating the growing motion that we just saw in the clip. Okay? Now on top of this area, but underneath the latex adherent with our bladders, also controlled by air pressure. The two things combined together create the illusion that the heads are actually alive and that they're growing. These are real dental appliances, and this is even all real hair.
Real hair?
Yep.
Where do you get that?
Georgia.
Oh.
Little girls from Georgia.
We still use this today?
Absolutely. We use a lot of practical makeup. We use a lot of visual effects as well. I've got another clip if we can roll that in, right? Sometimes with traditional mechanical makeup techniques limits a filmmaker by time or budget, we move to our computers to create our monsters. Placeholders called animatics are created to show placement or movement that an actual creature will show in the film. Right here, the visual effects team is capturing so people can tell his body structure as well as her facial features so that a digital artist can morph her body, her face, and her movement all in real time. What you're looking at right now are actual photographs of what the Brady Bunch look like today. Both the practical and the visual makeup artists need to refer back to basic design. Everything relies on basic makeup techniques. Visual effects are an amazing tool that combined with practical makeup and story and with acting. Nightmares really do come true.
Let's hear from Mark James, folks. Yeah, let's get into this.
Sure. I need you to slip into this high voltage vest.
Oh, what is it?
It's a vest with electricity running through it, and then you put it on, and it gives you like a buzz.
What do you put it on?
Is that bad?
No. I'm not gonna put this thing on at all.
I'm gonna put that on.
Yeah, you can put it on. Melissa! Thanks for volunteering again. This is for you. There you go.
Now, what I want you to do is put this jacket, this vest on your body, this on your right hand, that in your helmet. This is what is called a telemetry suit. There's sensors on the things I'm putting on her body. I'm going to turn on the electricity. You guys watch her. She'll kind of go 4 or 5 seconds tops. Most people don't even remember that part. But when you wake up, your pants will be wet. Drum roll, ladies and gentlemen. Ready?
That's supposed to be for a kid's show?
It's for the final episode of Dora the Explorer. It's entitled Thanksgiving Dinner. But I'm going to give you some simple instructions that if you do a good job, I will give you penny. I'm going to turn him on, he's going to move into a neutral position.
Oh crap. What was that?
The lights are connected to him, so there's something wrong. Get back in the corner over there. Melissa, do you feel anything?
No.
Me neither. Not for 6 months now. Slowly with your right hand. Back down. And up.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel satisfactory.
Wait, Penny.
Hi, honey.
I live under your bed.
No.
Put your hand on your tummy. Take a bow. Stand back up. Put your arm down. Power off. Raise that hand. Hey!
Just all that wrong, Melissa. For helping us out twice today, you get a very special present. There you go. All right. Let's hear from Melissa!
Yay!
Give a round of applause for Brady over here. Let's hear from Melissa. Oh, there, hey, well, I guess that's our show. What? He's alive.
Melissa, you okay? Yeah. I was worried I was like running from my life back there, and I hope Melissa's okay. You okay?
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Let's hear from our gang!
Alex Roll!
Thank you for joining us for the Horror Meeting. Enjoy the rest of your day here. start with this front row right over here. You guys head out those doors right up this way. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us here.